Da-da-da-da-da, with big curiosity, nothing scripted nor rehearsed, and a wanderlust that I cannot ignore. I travel near and far, my studio is my car. I am the Canadian explorer. We are off to explore the world of world-class duck decoy carving. And John holds the title of current world champion, and he's Canadian. How cool is that? And we're on our way to explore how that all comes to be.
How you doing? My name's John McCafferty, and I'm the recent winner at the 2007 World Championships. I just won the advanced level. This is it.
This is it.
This won first in the world in the advanced level this year at the 2007 World Championships. A wood duck hen.
So I'm looking at a wood duck hen.
That's correct. My poses are still quite conservative because that's the way to win competitions. So if you keep a decoy just fairly straightforward and symmetrical and one head and two wings kind of idea, then you don't test them so much and it's much easier to win. And away we go. This is where it all happens.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! We're in. I've had this whole file I keep with numerous things. I've been interviewed many times. I've been on CBC radio before. I've participated at the WNP NPI art auction. But there's lots of nice things. There we go. Nice award. And I have notes from the very nice letterhead from the Speaker of the House of Commons.
Mr. Milliken?
Mr. Milliken.
Cool.
Dear John, delighted. Congratulations, Peter Milliken.
Wow, written in his own hand.
Yep, that's exciting.
That is exciting. How long have you been doing this for?
88, I carved my first bird. 93, I competed at the Worlds for the first time.
You don't screw around, eh?
No, it was a nice article that was written in 1998.
So, yeah. I thought you would be the most patient ever because it's such meticulous work, right?
Yeah, no, there's been many a bird that's ended up in the fireplace. But things that don't measure up and that weren't quite there or whatever are sitting on my shelves everywhere that are half done, and as soon as I discover a weakness, I stop. All around us here that I can show you how I create a duck if you like.
Yes.
Well, I have some things sitting over here, so why don't
we
chat about them and I'll show you why I have 700 or 1,000 hours in my decoys. Is probably a good thing to understand. And I used to think, 900 hours, how did you do that? Because now usually I've got about 200 hours of research into every piece that I do. Some of the most important forms for me are my mounts. So I go and find real live birds and have the taxidermist mount them. So that's one of the important things that I have to have now. These are resin moldings that are made from live birds just shortly after they're shot. They stick their heads in a mold, they make perfect casts of their bill. I make tons of notes, which are all kinds of little...
Yeah, look at this. Puffy cheeks, ball maintained on the breast.
So I look at a bunch of different people's patterns to come up with where do I want to increase something, where do I feel it's not really significant like the species is. And I make my own patterns of a top and a side profile.
No, because you'd have to be absolutely certain about absolutely everything, because once you put that carving in the wood and you change your mind, too bad, right?
I buy it all at the World Championships. It's called Tupelo.
Tupelo.
That's where I get characteristics that it's very light, so it weighs very little. It's about nothing.
Oh, that is nothing.
But don't let that kid you. It's extremely hard to carve. Cut them out on our bandsaw. And what we're left with is a square-sided, two-dimensional figure now, if you will. Now what we need to do from here is basically round everything away that's square. My grinding tool that I use here is a electric tool. Open the necks on them and you change bits very easily. These ones are saved by the receptionist at my dentist's office for me. The trick is not, taking wood off. It's not taking too much wood off. I have diamond cutters.
These are diamonds?
Yep, industrial diamonds. That's what I use the most of. This one right here, for instance, is a wonderful thing for doing quills. What I need is it to be light, not inhibiting my hand movements in any way.
I thought you did it all by hand. I didn't realize that you have a little machine that helps you.
Yeah, no, tools are where it's at, reference is where it's at. because as we look across my table here with all of my paints and through experimentation, now I know that I mix ultramarine blue and burnt umber and maybe a bit of raw umber, and I make a very warm, organic looking black. It's not black. So it's funny the things you learn over time. Nobody would ever get to see it prior to the competitions. So it's, you know, kind of fun that you got to see it because nobody else will.
Well, that was just great. Wow. Now, let's run a quick test. Below me are 2 ducks. Thanks for having us, John, and the very best of luck to you in April. Thank you for watching. See you soon.